Capricorns, hello and welcome to your video, and if you're not a Capricorn then hello to you as well. Honestly, I had no idea kind of going into this sign of what to expect, but all I know is that I know a Capricorn girl and she's a good friend of mine, and she is just the sweetest, most kindest person ever. Our personalities are so different, yet I just enjoy spending every minute with her. I would say she has a bit more of a sort of cautious and rational outlook on life, whereas I would have a much more idealistic outlook on life. Also, I gotta mention, interesting enough, that Hayley Williams is a Capricorn, people. I love that woman. I love that woman. So, if you are a Capricorn, then you were born between the dates of the 22nd of December and the 19th of January. Capricorn, you are an earth sign, which means you are about stability, you're quite dependent, and you're very hardworking. You also may find successes within the materials that you own. You also are a cardinal sign, which means you are learners, you're ambitious, but you can be a little bit self-centered at times. Capricorn, you are ruled by the planet Saturn. Saturn is all about learning life's lessons. It's about facing your fears, it's about challenges, and it's all about being disciplined and limitations. Let's just say that Saturn does not make things easy for us. This planet commands us to work hard, and I mean hard. That's what she said. It is very mindful of wisdom, and it is greatly connected to karma. Basically, without Saturn in our solar system, nothing in the world would get accomplished. I also really want to give a quick sort of history lesson on the planet of Saturn. Interesting to know that before the Great Flood, the planet Saturn was seen by mankind as kind of like the ruler of the kings and the supreme god. Ancient Hebrews also represented Saturn with the 6-point star, which then of course later became known as the Star of David. Something also pretty interesting is that the Greeks and the Romans actually used to worship Saturn as the cruel deity. This mighty planet, therefore, was represented greatly with Satan. Yes, Satan. And there are many reasons as to why this was. Many would argue that the word Saturn derived greatly from the word Satan, and it is also largely represented with the color black. Semitic civilizations refer to the god Saturn as El, and they represent this supreme power with a black cube. This cube can be found all around the world, and if you don't believe me, then just type into Google Images black cube of Saturn, and there will be a lot of images that will come up. And yeah, so this is basically a big massive cube which is highly associated with Saturn, and so these people, they pray to this cube. Ancients also used to consider it as the furthest planet from the sun, so therefore the sun represented the good, it represented the light in the world. So this planet being the furthest from the sun, they would have looked at that as the bad, the evil, the type of hell, if you will. Finally, the great god Pan, who was the horned deity back then, he basically represented Saturn, and he was a half man and a half goat. Which actually leads on to your symbol, Capricorn, because your symbol is actually the sea goat. So sort of like half goat and half fish. And naturally, of course, the sea goat has its own symbolic meaning as well, which I'm going to explain to you right now. So the goat half of your sign, that represents logical thinking, it represents the consciousness, and it also represents reason. While the fish part of your sign, that represents the subconsciousness and the intuition. Therefore, it's all about mastering that balance between the subconscious and the conscious. Anyway, on to what I think of you beautiful Capricorns. Capricorn, you are a feet on the ground, eye on the prize type of sign. You have a very realistic and grounded approach to life, and this can be noticed no matter how many dreamy traits come up within your birth chart. You want your lives to be fulfilled and of importance, and you may plan your steps very carefully, because your attitude is that it's this one shot. I only have this one chance to get what I want, so I'm going to be very, very careful about how I get there. You are willing to wait patiently, very, very patiently, to get that perfect opportunity to get what you want. You are highly, highly disciplined and have such a huge respect for authority. And one would say that you might also expect other people to be as disciplined as you. And you want others and yourself to perform to the highest possible way. However, Capricorn, you may have the tendency to be a little bit too conservative, as you would tend to, you value tradition over innovation. You may just have a hard time accepting other people's differences, and you may try to push your traditions onto other people. So, my little fish goats, I really recommend that you try to just allow for other signs to be themselves, because I'm pretty sure that they'll allow for you to be yourself as well. You just gotta find that balance. You also like to be in complete control of your surroundings and of the people around you as well. You either see life as black or white. For you Capricorns, you may not really understand those little grey areas in life, so they can kind of make you feel a bit uncomfortable. You can also be surprisingly witty, and while you're doing it, you just have like the straightest face. Like, you'll just keep such a straight face while you're being witty or being humorous, and people will just look at you and be like, are they being serious, or are they being sarcastic, are they joking? I don't know. Because of your wit, I don't know, I would sort of believe or think, okay, I don't obviously know for sure, but I think that if you were to get together with a Gemini, it could either go one of two ways. Like, you would just bounce off each other with your humor and your wittiness, or you would just destroy each other. You tell me, Capricorn, do you know any Geminis in your life that are enemies, that are good friends? You may also sometimes be quite lonely people and come across as quite standoffish. But I think the reason for this is because you tend to wear your emotions on your sleeves. Because of this sort of trait, your attitude to life or sort of events may be, I don't want to go tonight, I don't want to go, I can't be bothered, I just don't have the energy, blah. Capricorn, you also tend to want to move at your own pace, and you're actually very, very good when it comes to managing your time and your money. Also may think that you're not appreciated enough, which is actually something that I just find quite sad about you guys. So my advice to other signs is to make the Capricorn feel appreciated, because if that Capricorn is letting you in and letting you be part of their life, then you should really, really value that. Honestly, you should be extremely thankful for that. Because having an emotional connection with a Capricorn can make them feel really, really vulnerable, but at the same time, it makes them feel really satisfied. They like to know that they can depend on other people. I'm also starting to see like this sort of traits within Hayley Williams's attitude to the fact that she is a Capricorn, because she's been through a lot with her band, and a lot of people would say that she just wants to go solo and everything else, but she just has this in her, like, I'm not gonna leave my friends behind, this is a band, this is who we are. And I think a lot of Capricorns are like that. They're very much about, they like to work well with other people, and they like to make other people feel valued because they want to be valued just as much as well. They truly appreciate their loved ones, just like Hayley Williams appreciates her band and the members within her band. Possible jobs I can see Capricorns getting into will be the likes of economists, contractors, bankers, and engineers. My advice to Capricorns, okay, so because of all the sort of faces that you may portray to the world, this in itself, this can lead to you not truly knowing who you properly are, which then can unfortunately lead to insecurities and lead to you questioning your self-worth. So I urge you, you cute little souls, it's just to let people in. Slowly learn to bring down your walls with people and realize that making such a beautiful emotional connection with somebody is just, it's just magical. Be mindful of that and help the other person see just how much they're valued by you. Because more likely than not, Capricorn, they value you so much. Overall, Capricorn, I believe that you're highly disciplined, you're very patient beings, and quite humorous. However, you may be known for being quite fatalistic, a little bit pessimistic, and slightly grudging towards others. Okay, Capricorn, so that concludes my video on you guys. If you are Capricorn and you watched this today, then please be sure to give this video a like, and please let me know in the comment section below, letting me know what I thought of you today. The next sign I will be doing is, of course, Aquarius. That's me! That's me! If this is the first time you're finding my channel, then please be sure to subscribe, and I will be back with another video very soon.